Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing an example of a covariance and correlations problem in probability. Suppose that Phil has a job and works 5 hours and earns $50. Amy works 3 hours and earns $40. Clint works 7 hours and earns $80. And Ava works 4 hours and earns $60. Let X and Y be the random variables hours worked and money earned. At the end of the day, they have to owe taxes. The probability that Phil, Amy, Clint, and Ava owe taxes are 0.1, 0.25, 0.3, and 0.35. Find the covariance between X and Y. This is an example of a covariance and correlations problem. So there's an important formula that I want to mention. Say the expectation of g to the x times h of y is equal to the expectation of g of x times the expectation of h of y. If x and y are random independent variables, then for any functions of h and g, this would be the formula. That's something I like to bring up and for you to know and understand. So let me write down the formula for a covariance, since this is the problem dealing with covariance. The covariance of x, y is equal to the expectation of x minus e to the x times y minus the expectation of e to the y. If x and y are random variables, then the covariance of x and y is this formula. There's a simpler way I'd like to write this down for covariance. Would be e to the xy minus e to the x times e to the y. So in this problem here, we need to find the expectation of x and y. So let me denote x here. So we're given that this would be 5 times 0.1. I got the 5 from the hours. And then this is 0.1 because of Phil's owing taxes. It's 3 times 0.25 plus 7 times 0.3 plus 4 times 0.35. And we get e to the x is equal to 4.75. And now let me work with the y. That would be 50 times 0.1 plus 40 times 0.25 plus 80 times 0.3 plus 60 times 0.35, and this would equal 60. So we figured out the expectation of x and y. Now let's try to figure out what e to the xy is, which is over here. Let me plug that in here. So I can do 0.1 times 5 times 50 plus 0.25 times 3 times 40 plus 0.3 times 7 times 80 plus 0.35 times 4 times 60 . Simplifying from here, we get 307. Now I could just plug in the covariance of x and y for all these, since I figured them all out. So covariance of x and y is equal to 307 minus 4.75 times 60. The covariance of x and y is 22. So the covariance of the hours worked and money earned of taxes owed is 22. And this is an example of a covariance and correlation problem in probability.